Hello and welcome to Science Meets Vedanta, a platform dedicated to delving into the core principles of Vedanta and uncovering the remarkable connections between scientific inquiry and ancient wisdom. I am Jayant Kapatkar, author of the book Science Meets Vedanta. Each week, inspired by insights from my book, we'll journey through a range of topics aimed at deepening your understanding of the essential teachings of Vedanta. Along the way, we'll also examine scientific concepts and demonstrate how the wisdom of Vedanta can offer new and meaningful perspectives. Be sure to join us as we embark on this enlightening path together. In this episode, we will try and understand time. Time is very much part of our life and we take it for granted. However, time is an extraordinary force, weaving its way through every aspect of our daily existence. Its influence is both immediately visible and subtly hidden, shaping our experiences in ways we may not always notice. In this discussion, we'll delve into several facets of time's power, highlighting how far reaching and profound its effects truly are. Introduction. In classical physics, space and time were viewed as entirely separate entities, each functioning independently. Newton described space as having three dimensions, with time existing as a distinct single dimension. However, Einstein's theory of relativity transformed this perspective by demonstrating that space and time are intertwined, introducing the concept of space-time, a four-dimensional continuum. Grasping four dimensions can be challenging, as our intuition is shaped by the three spatial dimensions we experience daily, while time is considered the fourth dimension. This raises questions. What exactly is the fourth dimension? Where is it and how does it operate? To this day, modern science has not provided a comprehensive explanation for the nature of the fourth dimension. Gaining a clearer understanding of time may illuminate the concept of the fourth dimension. So let us begin by exploring time itself. Location of the time dimension. Determining where time is truly located is a challenging question. Many people instinctively believe that time exists out there in the external world. They observe changes in objects, an object moving from point A to point B, or growing from 3 feet to 5 feet tall, and conclude that time is the driving force behind these changes. As a result, they think time is an inherent property of the space that surrounds us, operating within the three-dimensional world. But is this really the case? While it's accurate to say that time is responsible for the changes we perceive in the world, it's a mistake to assume that time itself operates within external space. The world out there consists only of three spatial dimensions. There's no room for a fourth dimension, time, within that space. Otherwise, we would have to say that space has four dimensions. If time isn't located in physical space, where does it reside? Time and the mind. To pinpoint the location of time, we must first understand its nature. Time can be broken down into three parts: past, present or now, and future. These three components make up the complete range of time. Consider this. Can you actually see the past or the future in the space around you? Clearly, you cannot. The only thing you can directly perceive out there is the present moment. The past is gone and cannot return. Every event we experience is stored as a memory in our minds. When something moves from present to past, it is recorded in our memory, which is part of the mind. Thus, all past events exist only in the mind, even if we can't recall every detail. Remembering something means retrieving a past event from the mind, not from the external world. This shows that past events exist solely within the mind. As noted earlier, the external world always presents us with the now. The present moment is all that can be experienced out there. The past and future are never directly accessible. According to the Planck constant, the smallest measurable unit of time is 10 raised to minus 44 seconds. Once this minuscule moment passes, the present becomes the past, replaced by a new present. The new present is not the future, because the future is not accessible out there. There is only the present moment out there. Our minds store these past events. By comparing the current present with the memory of a past event, we develop our sense of time. This act of comparison is fundamental to how we perceive time. Imagine if we had no memory, no way to store past events in the mind. Without this ability, we couldn't compare the present with anything that came before. We would only perceive the present, forever living in a non moving no moment. In such a scenario, time would be a meaningless concept. In fact, there would be no time. This suggests that the mind is not only necessary for the experience of time, but is also its source. The mind is where time is generated and resides. Therefore, the fourth dimension, time, exists only in the mind, while space holds the three physical dimensions. Vedanta's concept of time. Vedanta consistently emphasizes that time or kala exists solely within the mind. The mind is both the origin and the place where time arises and functions. Vedanta further explains that all mental phenomena are subtle and consist of vrittis or mental waveforms. Since it has been established that time is a product of the mind, it follows that time itself must also be a vritti, a waveform. Although it may be challenging for us to grasp or imagine the precise nature of these waveforms, what remains clear is that time is subtle, takes the form of a waveform, and resides in everyone's mind. This particular waveform has the power for us to experience time. Origin of time. We now know that time is generated and is operational in the mind. This leads to a fundamental inquiry. What is the true source of time, and from where does it arise? The existence of a time waveform suggests that it must have an origin. It cannot simply materialize out of nothing. The root of time lies in self-awareness. As discussed in other episodes, our essential nature is self-awareness, which can be thought of as an inner light or bulb of awareness. This self-awareness is self-shining, full and complete. This self-awareness is unborn, it is formless, and it is unchanging. In this episode, we will discuss the unchanging aspect of self-awareness. The unchanging nature of self-awareness. Self-awareness itself is constant and unalterable. It persists unchanged, now, in the past, and into the future. Unlike anything in the physical universe, which is always in flux, awareness remains untouched by change. Examining the idea of unchanging more deeply reveals that time exists within this static environment, but it is inactive and motionless. Time is a latent quality, embedded within what does not change, yet it stays dormant. The unchanging nature of the entity is due to the inactivity of the time factor. If, for any reason, this unchanging state begins to change, time emerges from the static entity. Whenever change occurs, the present moment becomes different from what it was before, and the time factor is invoked to connect these distinct events. Essentially, time enables the transition from one event to the next. Self-awareness remains unchanging precisely because the time aspect within it is dormant. How self-awareness becomes the changing mind. So how does this unchanging self-awareness transform into the changing mind? The answer lies in ignorance. As we have discussed in an earlier episode, understanding ignorance can fragment the non-dual self-awareness, creating the duality of subject in here and object out there. This same ignorance also converts the unchanging self-awareness into a changing mind. When this transformation occurs, the dormant time within the unchanging realm emerges and becomes active, operating within the mind. This changing part of the time waveform is the driving force of the time we know and see. Exploring the powers of time. Time is a remarkable force that threads through every part of our lives. Its presence can be obvious or quietly influential, guiding our experiences in ways we may overlook. Let us explore the various dimensions of time's impact, revealing just how deep and extensive its reach can be. 1. Time and objects. 2. Time and space. 3. Time and space-time. 4. Time and motion. 5. Time and energy. Time and objects. Both time and objects can be thought of as waveforms present within the mind. Each object, much like time itself, appears as a distinct waveform in our awareness. Do these waveforms interact? Certainly, they are constantly at play with one another, with the time waveform superimposing every object waveform within the mind. As explored in Understanding the Universe of Waveforms, there is a subtle universe made entirely of these waveforms. When illuminated by awareness, these waveforms gain intelligence and self-awareness. The inception of a new object waveform marks its t equals 0, which is its origin or birthday. From this moment forward, the time waveform acts as an engine, driving the evolution and unfolding of the object waveform's inherent blueprint. Without time's influence, all object waveforms would remain static and unchanged and locked in their original state. Time provides the essential energy that propels growth and transformation throughout the universe and within every object. Every object has its own unique t equals 0. For example, the universe began approximately 13.7 billion years ago, while the sun's journey started around 4 billion years ago. Each object's life begins at a distinct moment, and from that point to the present, it undergoes a series of changes. With each passing moment, the object's waveform evolves according to its blueprint and external interactions, much like a seed growing into a tree and eventually returning to the earth. The journey of a tree's waveform, guided by time, reflects the evolution of all things. Notably, the time waveform doesn't change the object's fundamental nature. It simply moves it forward along its unique path. The actual changes within the object waveform result from its internal blueprint and its interactions with other waveforms. Time and space. Time and space are deeply intertwined, representing two aspects of the same reality. Einstein's theory of relativity demonstrates this connection, showing that the fabric of the universe links time and space together. Time is subtle and intangible, while space is physical and measurable. Although it may not be widely recognized, time gives rise to space. Time is the source of which space emerges. Let's experiment with how the universe's age relates to its size. Suppose the universe is exactly 13.7 billion years old right now. This means its size is 13.7 billion light years. A light year is the distance light covers in a single year. 1 second later, the universe's age becomes 13.7 billion years plus 1 second. In that second, light needs to travel an additional 186,000 miles. Therefore, the universe's size increases by 186,000 miles, making it 13.7 billion light years plus 186,000 miles. After 10 seconds, the age of the universe is 13.7 billion years and 10 seconds, and the universe grows by 1,860,000 miles in size. If a whole year passes, the universe is now 13.7 billion years plus 1 year, and the size of the universe has increased by exactly 1 more light year. These observations make it clear. As the universe grows older, its size increases. Every second that passes, space becomes larger by 186,000 miles. This process makes it clear that the passage of time causes the universe to expand in space. Every second, the universe's space increases by 186,000 miles. In summary, it is evident that time generates space within the universe. The continuous flow of time is responsible for the ever-expanding cosmos. Without time, space itself would not exist. This is an amazing conclusion. Time and space-time. Einstein's theory of relativity introduced the concept of the space-time fabric, a fundamental layer on which all objects exist. Notably, this space-time fabric is not composed of space itself, but rather is fundamentally constructed from time. Time serves as the very foundation of space-time, shaping its essence. Since time is processed within the mind, we can say that the space-time fabric also exists primarily as a mental construct. Being formed from time, this fabric naturally has a beginning and an end. As discussed in previous episodes, the origin of this fabric lies with the observer, the mind within each of us, while its endpoint aligns with the universe's current age, estimated at about 13.7 billion years. Thus, the fabric of time extends from the observer's mind to the farthest reach of cosmic history, constantly expanding as time moves forward. Every object in the universe is positioned according to its distance in time on this fabric. The sun is situated 8 minutes away, the moon 3 seconds, and a nearby tree just milliseconds away. This arrangement demonstrates how all things are set upon this time based foundation. Ultimately, time forms the essential fabric of our universe. Without it, neither space nor the universe as we know it could exist. Time and motion. Motion is everywhere in the universe. On Earth, we see people walking and vehicles, cars, trains, planes moving from place to place. In our solar system, Earth and other planets revolve around the Sun. The Sun itself, along with countless other stars, orbits the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Even the Milky Way is in motion relative to other galaxies. Motion, it seems, is universal. But what generates this motion? Surprisingly, the answer is time. Einstein's theory of special relativity offers an important clue. The theory shows that wherever there is motion, time slows down. The faster an object moves, the slower its clock runs. At the ultimate limit, the speed of light, time would come to a complete stop. At first glance, this appears to suggest that motion causes time to slow down. Motion as the cause, time as the effect. However, this interpretation is misleading. The relationship is actually the reverse. Time slows down first, and this change in time creates the appearance of motion. In other words, time is not merely affected by motion, time generates motion. This idea may seem counterintuitive, but a deeper analysis reveals that the motion we observe throughout the universe is a consequence of time itself. For a more detailed exploration of this perspective, listen to the episode Understanding Motion, Unraveling Nature's Greatest Illusion. We typically think of time as a fixed, unchanging entity. Clocks tick steadily, second after second, giving the impression that time flows uniformly everywhere. Yet, as we have seen, motion alters the rate at which time flows. Time is not absolute. It depends on speed, time and energy. Einstein's theory of special relativity offers link with time and motion. Einstein's theory of general relativity reveals a profound link between time and energy. According to the theory, the presence of energy causes spacetime to bend, and this curvature leads to time moving more slowly. Scientists have observed and confirmed this effect. The extent to which time slows down depends on the mass of the object creating the curvature. The larger the mass, the stronger the bending of spacetime, and the slower time passes. If you've watched the movie Interstellar, you might recall the scene where astronauts visit a planet near a black hole. Although they intend to spend just 10 minutes there, due to a technical issue, they remain for an hour. Upon returning to their mothership, they discover that 23 years have passed there. This dramatic difference occurs because the planet's proximity to the black hole creates intense spacetime curvature, causing time to slow significantly. So 1 hour on the planet equates to 23 years on the ship. This illustrates that our rate of aging can vary depending on the mass of the planet we're on. Time moves more slowly on a planet with greater mass, leading to slower aging compared to a smaller planet. Though it may seem complex, this is the fascinating nature of our universe. I hope you found this exploration of time engaging. Time possesses remarkable powers, influencing countless aspects of our daily lives. It serves as the driving force that guides every object through its life cycle, and it is fundamental to the creation of space itself. Intertwined with energy, time is also the source for the motion of all objects in the universe. Importantly, time is not a constant. It varies throughout the universe depending on the speed and mass of objects. If you are interested in delving deeper into topics like this, we invite you to discover more in my book Science Meets Vedanta, available on Amazon. Additionally, we offer a growing library of podcasts covering many different topics. Feel free to browse through them at your convenience. If you enjoyed today's episode, we encourage you to share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an upcoming episode. Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to connecting with you again soon.